Thank you so much because of our time, okay? Thank you so much for that message.
That's right.
All right, let's move straight to our next conversation. Religious occasions often serve as a mirror for social cohesion, but in Kano State, the Eid al-Fitr prayers have highlighted persistent political and traditional divisions. Kano City witnessed separate Eid celebrations with Emirs Muhammadu Sanusi and Aminu Ado Bayero, as well as former Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso, leading prayers at different locations, while the 16th Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi, led the first Eid prayer at the Kofar Mata Eid ground. The 15th Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero, conducted a separate Eid prayer at Nasarawa Palace. The national leader of the Kwankwansia movement, Rabiu Kwankwaso, also held his Eid prayers at his residence mosque simultaneously. Gentlemen,
Sadly.
instead of a unified central prayer, which actually traditionally symbolizes unity, three separate prayers held. You know, what does this signal?
Okay, let me put it this way. I think this is not surprising.
Oh, really?
And this is even, in the interim, it wasn't a bad thing for the fact that it could have led to some kind of fracas if they decided to pray in one spot. But the bigger picture, which I think is your query, is this tells you that all is not well yet. This tells you that the division is getting deeper.
Okay.
And it's so unfortunate that they are left at the mercy of the courts. But whatever it is, I think the problem is close to being resolved. Because when you look at 2 days ago, I think the governor, Yusuf, has actually said that Sanusi is going to lead the Durbar festival, which should be tomorrow, thereabout. And that tells you that, okay, whether we like it or not, the governor has a say in the traditional institution. That's what we have found ourselves. But the only lesson for us is to stop this from happening henceforth. Political interest should not determine how a king is being enthroned. Because the way Sanusi came in, the way Bayero was brought in, and even the traditional institution led by Sanusi, also, in my view, went beyond its brief. When it was now, being partisan, it was supporting Kwankwaso and, disrespecting, what's his name now? The Ganduje. And this is the aftermath of this kind of attitude. So as much as this will be resolved, but my worry is it should be resolved permanently, where traditional institutions should stay at its post and not, delve into the murky waters of politics, because that's why we're getting what we're getting. But for me, if you ask me, as much as the court would decide the final verdict, I think Sanusi, should have learned his lessons if he's finally, brought back as the real emir
the paramount,
of Kano, or the paramount emir of Kano.
Charles, what does this say about Kano State, Kano today?
I think it's very saddening because times they were in the past, as reporters, we always, have time to, gather stories together. This matter Kofa, long time ago I knew about it, that they all gathered there under the leadership of the emir, whoever is the emir was at that time. But now you are having a disunited Kano. A disunited Kano is not good for the northern Nigeria at all, because Kano also has a very, very important a very important role to play in our body politic.
Yes.
And number two, when it has to also do with culture, the culture of Kano also. You find people also go there, people who want to see exactly what it looks like. The old Kano city and all of that. So, but when you have that, then it means that, as we said in the beginning, disunity, there's no way disunity can bring about progress to that town or city. Okay? And then there is the Kwankwaso in the mix that actually I was surprised about. Kwankwaso in the mix of the old. It was later when I read the report, I said, okay, I now know why Kwankwaso may have done what he did. Number one, the governor, his estranged godson, decided to go with Sanusi Okay, if he goes there,
okay,
it means that he's with them. Now, if he goes to Bayero, it means that he's against the governor of the governor of the day. So why don't I just say?
Sanusi was this person.
But you want to, so it was when I just look, I say, okay. Politics has made this man to also.
I'm sure you're not a politician.
No, I'm a politician in training, actually. So it's okay. This is why you have this man in the mix. Because he couldn't go to this place.
Yes.
Minutes to be read to it, political minutes.
Yes.
If he went here, political minutes will be read to. So he said to say, okay, why don't I just go? And then again, so also interesting, Coyote, is the fact that the government, very powerful government functionaries, all of them, both retired and serving, divided themselves. Now, the governor himself and the SSG were with Sanusi. Okay. And then the former SSG was with Bayero. And then, okay, the police commissioner was also with the governor. And then with Kwankwaso was, I've forgotten the name of that person who was also with him. So they just shared all this. Okay, no, it's the deputy governor. Deputy governor was also with Kwankwaso. So you see,
which is still loyal to
Kwankwaso. So you see, culture.
It's pure politics.
Culture is not politics now. Is now trying to drown the place of culture, which is why even why we're talking before. And I said, look, traditional rulers should learn to stay clear of politics. I mean, we can count even more than our fingers.
All right, gentlemen.
You have. They just decide not to have it to do it. And if you do that, then your respect will be sustained.
All right, gentlemen.
Yes.
We need to go on this quick break right now. And when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away. This is Journalist Hangout.